All right, talk about Lindsay.
Lindsay Lohan, you may remember 2 weeks ago she was on the red carpet and she smiled, which is the worst thing she could have done because everyone got to look at her teeth and everyone was like, what happened? Yeah. So basically 2 weeks pass and suddenly she tweets a picture of herself yesterday with shiny new teeth.
Don't you love that?
Look at that. Now in the wide shot of this picture, mind you, there's like a big ashtray with like 17 cigarettes in it. So
I saw it.
Yeah, so she's well on her way to getting back to the old look.
The honeymoon phase didn't last long, as Kim filed for divorce just 72 days after saying I do.
I have things in my fridge for longer than 72 days.
Dina Lohan was on Dr. Phil.
Right, and she was all kinds of crazy. I don't know if you... This is a shot of her. We're blurring the fact that she's giving the middle finger to the camera, which is, I guess, her way of saying it's good to be here.
People were making insinuations about her mental state.
Right, they're saying maybe she was drunk, maybe she was on drugs. I don't know what was in her bloodstream, but if a mosquito bit her, it would have been trash. It was like...
Even Kim Kardashian weighing in today about Justin's hairdo. She thinks it's cute.
Well, I always do turn to Kim Kardashian for her opinion on the important social issues of the day.
As we all do, yeah.
But then she hit an all-time low.
There was a black Mercedes-Benz driving down the wrong side of the freeway. It was Nicole Richie.
She later said that it was probably the marijuana and Vicodin that she had been on. Probably. It's a good bet. It was so loud in that club, I couldn't tell. Someone said they're wearing a hairpiece. I thought they said they have herpes. I was like, what?
But like everything Lohan-related, just when you thought things couldn't get any crazier, they did.
So then in February of 2010, it gets worse. Lindsay is dancing kind of sexy wexy with another girl. Sam's DJing and sees it, shouts, have another drink. Lindsay throws a drink at her. Sam throws DJ equipment at her, and it's like a cat fight on the dance floor. A waterbed safe? I say, of course they're safe. Look at this cat. He's playing with something on the waterbed. The waterbed's not breaking. The waterbed's safe. Jaja is driving down the road and she gets pulled over. So naturally the officer comes up and needs to get her information and, you know, radio it in. Well, she gets very impatient. Jaja has an important appointment doing nothing. And she has to get to that, so she drives off.
The cop pulls her over again, and she decides she's had enough, and she slaps the cop.
Jaja went to trial over this, and she compared the experience to Nazi Germany, which of course is exactly the same.
The judge threw the book at her.
I think, Brian, you were probably a big Joey fan on the Dawson's Creek.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, looking at her, I feel like she has the weight of 1,000 Scientologists off her back. But I think the elephant in the room for her is always going to be, are they going to ask me about Tom?
Yeah.
Are they going to ask me about Tom? Then that trolley would come. Your world would be turned upside down.
Okay, trolley. Neighborhood of make-believe.
You go into this weird world.
Not yet, trolley. It should appear soon.
There's princesses and kings and a cat that only went meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow back there, meow.
And everyone understood it but you.
I'm good about washing my face, but sometimes I wonder what's left behind.
Sometimes my skin feels trapped behind dirty, oily shine.
My skin just plain sucks. Too much? Yeah. They had to be really creative with their acting performances because none of those dinosaurs were really in front of them, so they had to be like, ah! Ah!
Gail and John proved themselves to be the ultimate rednecks, starting with the way John asked for his beloved's hand in marriage.
He proposed to me by peeing, will you marry me in the road?
I mean, how does that work? You're like, hold on, honey, just need to try one more time. This is harder than it looks.